everyone. Welcome to Mibet Energy live stream show. My name is May. This is my colleague Roger. We would like to extend our warmest greeting to all the viewers across the world. It's 4 p.m. here, but I think your time will be different.
And hello guys, it's great to meet you again after last year, and we wish you are doing great there. Last year we launched 4 live streaming shows, and this year we are going to continue this.
To extend our sincere thanks, we did prepare gifts to you. See this panda, so lovely, cute, and soft, will be yours. How to get it? Send your message to us through live stream show. Whatever comes to your mind, let us know. This lovely panda will be yours. I'm sure you will like it.
And apart from this gift, we also prepared some exciting promotions for you. The first promotion is that if you follow the Mibet Energy and send an inquiry to us, then you will get one sample or one box of samples free of charge. And the second promotion is that if you ordered one fortified container equivalent to around 2 megawatt within the 2 months after the show, then you will get $1,500 discount from the total price. The last promotion is that if you ordered 5 fortified container equivalent to around 10 megawatt, then you will get $7,500 discount from the total price. So these are very excited. We hope you can enjoy it.
By the way, this lovely panda will be delivered to you together with either mounting samples or mounting orders.
Yeah, that's right. And May, so what are we going to talk about today? Because I guess our viewers are very keen to know.
Yes, our discussion today is about MRAC tracking system, which is the most exciting product in the solar market. Before we get into the topic, I'd like to give a brief introduction about our company. We are Xiamen New Energy Company, Xiamen Mibet Company Limited, located in Xiamen City, southeast of China, founded in 2012 as the top 10 solar mounting structure company in China for 7 consecutive years. We did export our products to more than 100 countries and regions. As of last year, 2021, our global supply has exceeded 13.3 gigawatt, while our annual capacity is more than 3 gigawatt. Besides, we have also held certificates to more than 90 kinds, home and abroad. And we also get verification from more than 20 institutes. Besides, we also established global network with branches office in Japan, Australia, as well as Germany. With professional teams, we are confident and always try best to clients and meet their requirements.
Okay, thank you, May, for the introduction. So here we go for the tracking system introduction.
Okay, so about solar tracking system, what does our company think of its market?
Well, based on the market analysis we have made and the data we have collected, around 30% of the new projects to be installed in domestic Chinese market in the next 3 to 5 years will adopt the tracking system. And as the cost for solar tracker and for solar module is getting lowered, the whole supply chain is more cost effective compared with before, and which we believe will boost the development of the tracking system.
Oh yeah, we do notice that the tracking system will be more and more favored. As I know, our R&D department is working on it for a long time. So could you please give us a sense about the history of Mibet tracking system?
Yes.
And how many types of trackers do we have so far?
Yes, Mibet Energy has been one of the leading and the pioneering company in China for the tracking system since it was founded in 2012. And a few years ago, we have foreseen the potential for the tracking system and developed many generations to keep up with the market demand and to meet the latest customer demand. So we launched the newly developed tracking system that is called MRAC TR1 tracking system. And this system is equipped with the algorithm and will make sure that the solar panels are always in the best tilt angle. And as for the types of the tracking system in the market, there are multi-load linkage and a single load linkage. And when it comes to the single load linkage, it includes the single axis horizontal and dual axis horizontal. So today our main product, the MRAC TR1, is the single axis tracking system.
Oh, single axis tracking system. What does it make up of?
Well, here we have a picture, of the tracking system we showcased in the Shanghai Snack last year. As you can see from the picture, so the bottom parts are the mounting tracker, and the above part is the solar module. So for the mounting tracker, then you can see it includes the main axis beam, which is made of the galvanized steel, and there's some pre-assembled structures attached to the main beam to support the solar panels, and this is very important because it can ensure the stability of the solar panels when it is tracking in different angles. And beneath the main axis beam, there's some foundations.
So how many foundations do we have for the single axis products tracker?
Yeah, this is also very important for the customers to know. And if you look at the slide here, you can see we have 4 types of the foundation. The first one is the PHC tube pile. The second one is the concrete foundation. The third one is the H-shaped pile foundation. And the last one is C-shaped pile foundations.
A part of up on the foundation is their drive system?
Yes, this is for sure. And because the tracking system, you always need to have a drive system. And in terms of our tracking system, we use the slewing drive plus the DC motor. And there are different dimensions for that, like the 3-inch, 5-inch, 7-inch, and 9-inch, and the 12-inch. And it depends on the requirements of the project and the conditions. So we will choose the most suitable one. And one thing for you to know, and that is our slewing drive has also been certified by TUV, and you can see the certificate here.
So actually the drive system is the engine of the whole tracking system. As we know, engine needs to be controlled so that it can drive in a correct way. So could you please help us to have understanding about the control system?
Yes, here we also have a short video to show you about our tracking, our control system. It mainly includes the set control, the box, and the rotary reducer, the motor base, the bearing and the bearing sleeve. In the video here, that is the control box under the main axis beam. And there's inside the box, you can see there's a power circuit, to power the operation of the whole system. And then in the meantime, I also would like to show you about how the tracking system works in real cases. This one is is installed outside our showroom, and you can see the system is running based on the the rotation of the sun, and the structure is moved to ensure the best tilt angle, the maximum output for the tracking system.
So the control system contains many electric components.
Yes.
So could you please explain in detail, for example, what's the principal design of it?
Okay, I understand. Some people may say when you talk about the design principle, it's complicated, but that's not the case for our tracking system. And our system uses the GPS plus the Beidou dual positioning system to automatically obtain the local latitude and the longitude and the true solar time by combining the astronomical calendar calculation and the NASA official website solar tracking data verification. It can achieve high precision solar trajectory, and then there are also some 3 features for that. The first one is the system is equipped with the high precision temperature compensated crystal real-time clock, and even if there's no GPS signal, it runs on the internal clock. And the second one is the wireless ADHOC network system. Also has networking capability, which can synchronize the GPS information of the host to other devices without a GPS in the network. And the third feature is that the use of high-powered MOS tube drive circuit makes the drive system stable, and the drive control accuracy is higher, and the service life is longer. And then in our control system, there are also some other points that I would like to highlight here. Another thing is about the lithium, the battery system. The solar panel uses part of the collected power for circuit board power supply and the part for lithium battery charging. And also the lithium battery powers the circuit board in cloudy weather or when the solar panel cannot supply the power. And the last point about this battery management system is that the circuit samples and analyzes the power of the lithium the battery and the feedback to the system in the case of the low power. And then here is also the wiring of the control system. You can see it is connected to the motor, and on the other side it is connected to the solar panels. And then I also like to introduce some performance parameters of our control system. And the tracking tab is the active tracking closed loop control. And there are different forms for the power supply. The first one is the small solar panel self-powered tracking controller. And the second form is the string self-powered tracking controller. As for the specifications of the lithium battery, it is called a resistant low temperature lithium battery. And we have the 3 ampere, 5 ampere, and 10 amperes available. And for the battery management system, here it is also the intelligent charge and the discharge management module for PV. And in terms of the data collection, it can be wireless, or some people use the Zigbee, LoRa, RS485, and these are all optional depending on your requirements. And some people may also ask about what's the communication distance. So if it is wireless, that can be 2 kilometers and from point to point. And if it is wired, that's around 800 meters. And our tracking system and the control system is also available with the gale protection. That means when there's a heavy, stronger wind, we can protect the system automatically. And for the NAND reset protection, that is also workable for our control system. And it is, some people may also ask about how the anti-shadowing mode, and our system has no problem with that. And if there's a raining or snowing day, so our system can also protect itself. This is mainly through the function of the control system. And then the motor parameter is 24 voltage DC, and this is also optional. And yes, so that's the introduction of the control system.
Wow, so great and informational. And before you mentioned about that with coordinate and calendar calculation, as well as solar tracking data verification, the tracking can achieve high precision tracking. So I'm curious about the connection of them. So what do we make them work together?
Well, we use the AI, artificial intelligence algorithm, which plays a key role in the tracking system. And it is driven by big data, which combines the three-dimension longitude of the site and the real-time, the weather condition and the solar irradiance time, and relies on the topological algorithm of the neutral network.
Oh, AI algorithm sounds cool and high-tech.
Yes.
What's more, so what are the tracking range and the typical panel layout of our tracker?
Yes, in terms of the tracking range, that is plus and minus 60 degrees, while for the tracking accuracy, that is plus and minus 1 degree. And here we also have a picture to show you what's the placement of the solar panels when in different times of the day. For instance, in the morning, so the tracker will be having the tilt angle facing to the sun. And then when it comes to the moon, because the sun is just straight upward, so the solar panel is horizontal to the ground. And then in the afternoon, the solar panel turns to another tilt angle to obtain the solar radiance. And then in the evening, it is back to the flat position again, horizontal to the ground. And as for the layout, we suggest to make it two panel portrait up to 90 panels per row. And here it is also another slide to show the layout. And this is a typical layout, like you can see from the design. It's 2 panels in a row, and in between the arrays, so you can see there's a motor to drive the whole system. And certainly we can design the layout based on the requirements of the customer, because we understand that for some customers, maybe the site, is the space of the site is not so convenient and it's limited. So we can adjust the layout based on the actual conditions of the site.
Yes, different customer requires in a different way. As we know, the solar module in the market is getting larger and larger. So how does our tracker follow up the trend of solar module in the market?
Yes, Mibet Energy always keep a close eye on the market trend for the solar module. And our system, is compatible with all of the solar panels in the market, no matter whether it is frameless or bifacial solar module. And we also have the certificate of compatibility with the solar modules, issued by those solar module Super League manufacturers to prove that our tracking system runs very perfectly with their solar modules.
Oh, good to know that clients can choose the solar module whatever they like. By the way, what's the progress of our single axis tracking system this time compared with previous generations?
Yes, I mentioned before we have launched many generations. The latest one, MRAC TR1, this has 3 distinctive features compared with the previous generations. And the first one is that it operates more stably because there's a damper at the both ends of the structure. It can automatically turn to the vertical direction when there's extreme weather like the heavy snow or heavy wind. And the second feature is that it is easy for maintenance because the system can be controlled remotely and wirelessly. So one motor and the control system can make the whole solar module array track automatically. And the last advantage of this is that it is quick installation and can save the time and the cost.
So tracker this time is more stable when operating and easier for installation on site and also for the maintenance in the future. So great. By the way, and what's the how many percentage can the tracking system increase power output compared with fixed structures?
Well, and normally speaking, the tracking system available in the market can increase the power output by 20 to 25%. And based on the experiences of our real projects, and also we have done some, sample projects here in Xiamen City, and it turns out that the tracking system will increase the power output by 20% here in our city. And the above are some of the basic information of our tracking system, and that I would like to make a summary so that you can have a better and in-depth understanding of our system. And the first one is the system type. So the one we introduced is the single row and the single axis tracking system, and that's called MRAC TR1. And for the solar power, we don't have any requirements for that. It's subject to the choice of the client. So no matter whether you choose the 300 watt or maybe 650 watt, so we are all okay with that. And for the tracking range, that is a plus and a minus 60 degree, and that is configurable. And the tracking accuracy is plus and minus 1 degree. And for the quantities on one single row, that can be 2 by 30, 2 by 45, 1 by 78, 1 by 90, or 1 by 60. And also, depending on the project requirements, we can design the different layouts for light. And for the type of the drive, as I mentioned earlier, that is a 3-inch, 5-inch, 7-inch, 9-inch, and 12-inch. And another key features for the tracking system is we are compatible with all of the available solar modules in the market, like the frameless or bifacial, double glass solar module. In terms of the material, it can be hot dip galvanized, post-mag, and partially aluminum. And this also depends on the budget for the project. If the customer wants a more cost-effective solution, so they can choose the how they governance the post-MAC. And if they have a bigger budget for the project, the partially aluminum can be a good choice. And lastly, the foundation. I mentioned earlier we have 4 types. That is the concrete foundation, H-pile, the C-pile, and the PHC tube pile.
Ah.
Yes.
So yeah, I'm glad to know above all technical information about our tracking system. I do believe that our clients would concern more apart from technical parameters. I have summarized some and let me address their concerns.
Okay, sure.
What's the manufacturing time and the shipping time of our tracking system?
Well, in terms of the manufacturing time, that is around 80 megawatt per month. And that means, if your project is less than 80 megawatt, so we can deliver all of the materials within the 1 month. And for the shipping time, so that depends on the destination port. For instance, if you are in the Southeast Asia, so the destination time will take about 1 to 2 weeks. And for the customers in the Middle East, Africa and Europe, so the shipping time will take about 25 to 35 days. And for the customers in the American continent, like the North America, USA, and South America, Brazil, so it will take about 35 to 45 days.
Then what about the packaging of tracking system? What's the common practice?
Based on our shipping have delivered before, so usually 1 megawatt project will require around 2 to 3 40 high cube container.
Then clients may also concern about the installation after placing the order.
Yes.
What service could we provide for them?
Mibet Energy, always attaches great importance to the after-sales service. So after the customer purchased our tracking system, we will provide the installation guide and the video to facilitate the installation of the tracking system in the site. And right now, because of the COVID, so it is not so convenient to go to the site, to do the installation face-to-face. And our engineer will also conduct some online training so that the customers will have a better understanding about how to install our tracking systems in more details.
Glad to know. Thank you, Roger, so much for the detailed answers. Time flies. Today's live show has come to the end. Thank you so much for company throughout the whole journey. We mainly talk about MRAC solar tracking system today. Keep it in your mind. Whenever you require a proposal, Mibet supports you. So feel free to contact us via email, LinkedIn, or Facebook.
Yes. And also, I would like to say thank you for accompanying us through this presentation, and we do hope that you have some takeaway for our tracking system. And here I would like to remind you of our promotions again. For the first promotion is that if you follow the Mibet Energy and send an inquiry to us, then you will get 1 box of samples free of charge. And the second one is if you ordered 1 40-foot container equivalent to around 2 megawatt, then you will, within the 2 months after the show, then you will get $1,500 discount on the total price. The last promotion is that if you ordered a 5 40-foot container equivalent to around 10 megawatt within the 2 months after the show, then you will get $7,500 discount from the total price. Don't miss this good chance to get this good discount.
And also don't miss the Panda.
Yes, and as the COVID situation is getting better this year, and we hope to have the chance, to meet you face to face and to talk about more business opportunities. And bye for now. See you.